Hey everyone, and welcome to another deep dive. Today we're going to be looking at something that I think is going to really kind of blow your mind. We're talking about the anti-universe.
Oh, wow.
I know, right? And we're going to be looking at this YouTube video. It's called From Creation to Duality, The Mystery of the Anti-Universe Explained. It's just part one.
Okay.
It's from the channel Beyond Truth. And let me tell you, this video, it goes deep. It blends like mythology and philosophy and some pretty cool sci-fi stuff.
Yeah, sounds interesting.
So we're going to try to unpack some of these ideas, see what we can learn about where our universe came from and where it's going.
A pretty big question.
It is a big question. And, we all learned about the Big Bang in school, right? Everything started from this single point that exploded outwards.
Right.
What if that wasn't the beginning? What if it was just like one part of a much bigger story?
Hmm.
This video brings up some really ancient ideas like Brahma's days and nights from Hinduism,
Right.
which is this idea that universes are born, they die, and then they're reborn.
Like a cycle.
Yeah, and an endless cycle. It really makes you think about time differently. Like, what if time isn't a straight line, but more like a circle?
It's a really profound idea.
Yeah.
And it's not just in Hinduism either. You see this in Norse mythology too, with like the Yggdrasil, the world tree.
Oh, right.
It connects all these different realms and cycles of existence. And what's really cool is that these old ideas kind of have some modern parallels in physics too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Roger Penrose's conformal cyclic cosmology says that the universe goes through these endless cycles of expansion and then collapse. So maybe these ancient myths were onto something.
Wow, my mind is already bending.
Yeah.
But it doesn't stop there. The video also suggests that our universe is like still a baby.
A baby universe.
Yeah, like it's just starting to figure things out.
Yeah.
And it connects this to the Gnostic idea of the demiurge, this like imperfect creator who is still shaping existence.
So the universe is like still under construction.
Kind of. It's still learning and growing.
I like that. And it makes me think about the Hourglass Universe Theory. You ever thought about how the shape of an hourglass?
An hourglass.
Yeah, with its narrow passage,
Yeah.
connecting those two wider sections might actually be a cosmic truth.
I'll be honest, I've never thought of the universe as an hourglass.
Well, imagine our universe is one half of the hourglass constantly expanding, and then on the other side you have a collapsing anti-universe.
Whoa.
And these two halves are connected by a narrow passage, like a cosmic funnel.
So energy is flowing back and forth.
Exactly. Makes you think about the interconnectedness of everything.
It really does. And it's funny how those ancient myths pop up again.
Right.
The Norse Ginnunga gap, this primordial void between fire and ice.
Yeah.
It almost sounds like that cosmic funnel, or
Right.
the Hindu Amalis, the world navel that connects our realm to others.
So like these ancient cultures maybe had some kind of intuition about these huge cosmic concepts.
And even modern science fiction kind of echoes these ideas. Wormholes in Interstellar, or those dimensional portals in Doctor Strange. Oh yeah, good point.
They're like bridges between different parts of the universe.
Like those ancient myths describe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's as if those sci-fi writers tapped into something very deep and universal.
Maybe they did. And if this video is right about our universe still being in its infancy,
Yeah.
maybe those fantastical ideas aren't so far-fetched after all. Maybe they're clues to the true nature of the cosmos. But the story doesn't end there. The video takes us on a wild turn, and this is where things get really interesting. Welcome back. I'm sure you're all still thinking about that hourglass universe.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But this video goes even further. It brings up this idea of a celestial being, Lucifer.
Lucifer.
Yeah, who achieves this like near universal consciousness, but then he has a fall from grace.
Okay.
And this is where things get really interesting. The video asks if we can look at this fall not just as like a spiritual thing,
Uh-huh.
but as a metaphor for a real event in the universe.
Wait, hold on. Lucifer? As in the Lucifer. Are we talking about like the biblical Lucifer here?
Yeah.
Well, the video talks about descriptions of Lucifer's fall from all these different religious texts.
Yeah.
The Bible, the Quran, even the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Right.
But it goes beyond just the literal interpretation.
Okay.
It wants us to think about the story symbolically.
I see.
Like, what if Lucifer's rebellion
Hmm.
represents a force that messed up the balance of the whole universe?
Mm.
Kind of like the Sith messing with the Force in Star Wars.
Okay. So we're not really talking about an actual fallen angel here, but
Yeah.
more about this theme of rebellion against like a higher power.
Exactly, like the Greek myth of Prometheus, who went against the gods to give fire to humans.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah.
You see this idea in lots of cultures, this powerful being challenging the way things are and then causing chaos.
Uh-huh.
So the video says that maybe Lucifer's fall wasn't just a spiritual story, but a reflection of a real event that shattered the harmony of the universe.
So if we're thinking about the Hourglass universe, could this be what created the anti-universe?
Yeah, that's exactly what the video suggests. It says that Lucifer's fall wasn't just him falling from grace, but a fall that ripped apart the cosmic vortex
Oh, wow.
and created an anti-vortex. And from that, the anti-universe was born.
Okay, this is getting really intense. So now we have this anti-universe born from chaos existing next to our own universe. What happens next?
Well, the video introduces this concept of a black hole utilizer.
A black hole what?
It's like a mechanism that tries to restore balance by processing all that corrupted energy from the disruption.
So it's like trying to clean up the mess.
In a way, yeah, it's got a pretty big job.
Do you think it can actually succeed? Can it bring everything back into harmony?
That's a great question, and the video makes it clear that this is serious stuff.
Uh-huh.
It suggests that if the anti-universe manages to make an 11th negative dimension,
11th.
yeah, it could destroy the absolute spirit, like the foundation of everything.
Are we talking like the end of everything? Total annihilation?
It's a very bleak picture. It compares it to Shiva in Hinduism.
Oh, right. The destroyer god.
Exactly. Who destroys the universe so it can be reborn? It's a cosmic cycle of creation and destruction.
It's hard to even imagine. But if this is how the universe ends, what happens to us? To everyone and everything?
The video says that the black hole utilizer would consume everything,
Everything.
except for the strongest celestial beings. It's like a filter separating what can survive from what can't.
So basically, a cosmic apocalypse and this black hole utilizer is deciding the fate of universes. So is there any way to avoid this? Can it be stopped, or are we just along for the ride? I don't know about you, but I'm still kind of reeling from that last part.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in.
Cosmic apocalypse, a black hole utilizer that just eats everything.
It's definitely heavy stuff. But I think the video does a good job of showing us just how massive and complex these forces in the universe could be.
Right, and it doesn't try to give us any easy answers.
Yeah, it really doesn't. It just wants us to think about these big questions,
Yeah.
to really try to understand the mystery of it all.
And I kind of love that. It's like the ultimate cliffhanger. It makes you want to learn more.
Totally. And that's what makes these ideas so fascinating.
Right.
Just acknowledging that there are forces and dimensions out there that are beyond what we understand. And our understanding is always changing.
You know, looking back at this whole deep dive, it's amazing how this video blended ancient wisdom with modern science.
Yeah, it's like weaving together all of human understanding,
Yeah.
connecting us to these mysteries across time and different cultures.
And isn't that what this is all about? Pushing our boundaries, challenging what we think we know, and embracing the mystery.
Exactly. We're part of something much bigger than ourselves. This cosmic dance of creation and destruction, harmony, and chaos that's been going on forever.
So where does that leave us? What are we supposed to do with all of this mind-blowing information?
I think the most important thing is that sense of wonder and curiosity. Let these ideas spark your imagination. Keep asking questions. Keep searching for answers.
Like looking up at the night sky with a new sense of awe.
Right.
Knowing that we've only just begun to understand what's out there.
Exactly. And who knows what we'll discover as we keep pushing the limits of knowledge and imagination.
Well, on that note, I think it's time to wrap up our deep dive into the anti-universe.
Yeah.
But before we go, I have to ask what's next. Where do we go from here?
That's the big question, isn't it? The universe is huge and full of mysteries waiting for us. Maybe this deep dive has sparked something in you, a desire to explore these ideas more.
It definitely has for me. I'm ready to dive into part 2 of this YouTube series and see where it leads. And hey, who knows, maybe we'll do another deep dive together soon. Explore some new sources, new mysteries, new possibilities.
Sounds like a plan. Until then, keep looking up, keep asking questions, and keep exploring the universe. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey.